Charlotte, pyometers, do you send them home with antibiotics?
To be honest, people are probably going to shout at me, but yeah, I do. And I know that's probably wrong in theory if I'm being really, really, really good with antibiotics. But I just think you never get the entire uterus, right? You always have the stump left behind, and there's always going to be some pus in that stump. And I just always think, I just have this horrible fear that the one that I don't give them to will be the one that gets septic, that gets a peritonitis and I know probably it would only be very local and it might resolve itself and blah, blah, blah. But I just think you've put them through this massive surgery. In terms of antimicrobial stewardship, are they the ones that I want to be risking not giving antibiotics? Probably not. Like, I know some people nowadays don't give antibiotics for dog bites if they flush them out, but I'm like, this dog bite is dirty. You can flush it, but I've seen so many that haven't had antibiotics that have come back with absolutely gigantic abscesses. And I just think, but surely they're not the ones that we should be risking. Yeah, if you've got a suspected UTI, get a urine sample before you give it antibiotics. Like, absolutely on the same page. But it's literally got pus inside it. I don't know. I just feel like, it's not the ones that I want to be risking, but I might be really wrong. I'd actually be really interested to see how many GP vets aren't having any issues, because if there are a lot of you out there who are doing it, I will probably change my practice, because if I don't need to be, I don't want to be giving them antibiotics.
I'm only giving you a hard time because I probably would send it home with a few days of antibiotics, but like you look around at all the other vets, and once everyone starts doing it, you kind of go, okay, I'll do it now. But you kind of need to let someone else start it, or so, or enough people start it before you feel confident. But I do think there's good evidence that we don't need it. So, but I'm still a bit of a wuss too. But I think obviously if you've done it perfectly cleanly, and if you feel that you have got all of it out at your cervical ligature, and then I suppose you're okay not to give the antibiotics, and you feel justified.
But then it's that question of oversewing. When you've put your ligature around your uterine body, right, and you've cut it all out, and you're like, great, it's not bleeding, fine, but you've got that horrible flappy bit at the end, like the bit of your uterus. It's only a tiny bit, but the bit that's there on the sort of the dog side of your ligature, and you can literally see pus and fibrin and all this crap in there that. I'm like, that's what I'm using the antibiotics for, because that's there. Do you see what I mean? You're still like, you're never going to get the whole lot. And that bit there, even if it's open, that bit's not going to drain because your ligature's the other side of it. So how are we treating that? Which is why I still oversew my stumps, because I'm like, I don't want that to get into the abdomen.
Well, you shouldn't be having anything grotty in there, and you can't just hide it away by sewing it over. That doesn't sound right, does it?
No, I know, but it's
can't see it anymore. That's done. Dealt with that. I must say, I've never appreciated pus in the tiny gap beyond it. But I suppose if there was some, you should flush it, shouldn't you? And
but then do you? Like, is that what people are doing? That's the question that I'm asking. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And is it wrong to flush because then you're getting E. coli and all that crap in the abdomen when it wasn't? Like, is it better to oversew and then use antibiotics? I don't know. Like, what should we be doing? That's the question I'm asking. And I'm probably sounding really stupid now. Someone's going, well, don't do that. This is the right thing to do.